All right, so style guides for technical writing, huh? We're really diving deep today.
Deeper than a misplaced semicolon?
Exactly. And we've got a great guide for us today from senior technical writer Curt Robbins.
Oh, yeah, Robbins knows his stuff. He's worked with some major companies, FedEx, Microsoft, you name it. He's probably written a style guide for them.
Definitely the expert we need for this. So, before we go any further, what exactly is a style guide?
I like to think of it as a blueprint for your writing. It
Right.
keeps everything consistent, from grammar and punctuation.
Oh, the commas. The dreaded commas.
You know it, but also tone, visuals, making sure all your content have that same look and feel.
So basically a rule book to keep our writing in check.
Exactly. Makes life a lot easier, especially when you've got a whole team of writers working on a project.
Right, imagine everyone using their own, unique style.
Yeah.
Chaos.
Pure chaos. And that's where the style guide swoops in to save the day, keeps everyone on the same page, using the same terminology, same formatting.
I can see that. Like a recipe for a consistent brand voice.
Exactly. And a much smoother workflow. No more debates about Oxford commas in meetings.
Oh, you speak my language. Now, what about the reader? How does a style guide actually help them?
Think about it. You're trying to, I don't know, troubleshoot a software issue.
Been there.
The last thing you need is confusing instructions, right?
Oh, absolutely. Inconsistent formatting, language that jumps around. It's a nightmare.
A style guide prevents that nightmare. It makes the information clear, concise, and easy to follow.
Like a good friend guiding you through the process. So a style guide is good for the writer, good for the reader, good for everyone, really.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
But let's be honest, style guides can be a little, how do I say this, dry.
Totally. It's like a dictionary. No one wants to just sit down and read it cover to cover.
Right. So how do we make them, come alive?
Well, for starters, involve the team in the process, get their input, make it relevant to their specific work.
So it's not just a top-down thing. Nope. Make it collaborative. You can even use real-world examples, case studies, maybe even a touch of humor.
Humor in a style guide.
You'd be surprised what a little lightheartedness can do. Makes it more approachable,
Interesting. So we've got the what and the why of style guides. But with so many options out there, how do we choose the right one? Is there like a magic style guide that fits every situation?
Sadly, no. It really depends on your needs, the industry you're in.
Okay, so no shortcuts. Well, Robbins does mention a few popular ones like Apple, Google, Microsoft.
Those are some of the big players for sure. They each have their own strengths. Apple's known for simplicity, Google for web friendliness.
So it's like picking the right tool for the job. Makes sense.
Exactly. A wrench won't fix your software bug, and the wrong style guide won't do your content any favors.
A great analogy. I'm starting to see the light here. So let's say we've chosen our style guide, everyone's on board. But then we hit a snag. People just aren't following the guidelines. What do we do? How do we make sure it's actually being used?
Ah, yes. The enforcement problem. The bane of every style guide's existence.
Pretty much. But don't worry, there are ways to tackle it. Communication is key. Make sure everyone understands the why.
So don't just throw the rulebook at them, explain the benefits.
Got it. And then make it a habit. Regular style guide checks, make it part of your workflow.
And what about technology? Can that help?
Oh, absolutely. There's some amazing tools out there. Think grammar checkers like Grammarly. They can even flag inconsistencies with your chosen style guide.
Like a virtual style guide enforcer. Awesome.
They can save you so much time and hassle. And then there's content management systems, or CMS for short.
Oh, right, CMS. You mentioned those earlier.
They're great for enforcing style at a larger scale, like a central hub for all your content.
So the CMS actually helps make sure everything stays consistent.
Exactly. You set the styles, the terminology, and the CMS keeps everyone in line, like a built-in style guide police officer.
Okay, starting to make a lot more sense.
Look.
So we've got our style guides, we've got our tools, ready to create some fantastic documentation. But what about, keeping up with the times?
Ah, you mean the ever-evolving world of language and technology.
Exactly. Style guides can't be set in stone, right? They have to adapt.
Absolutely. Like you said, the only constant is change, especially in the tech world.
So it's not a one-and-done deal? Got to stay flexible.
Definitely. And that's where involving the team really pays off. Get their feedback, keep an eye on industry trends, make sure the style guide is still serving its purpose.
Makes sense. It's about creating a system that works for everyone, that helps us communicate clearly.
Exactly. Robbins himself emphasizes that style guides are tools for empowerment, not restriction. They're there to help, not hinder.
Well said.
It's amazing how much debate style guides can cause. I mean, people get really into their commas and hyphens,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've seen it firsthand.
but that's exactly why a good style guide is so important.
Especially when you're talking about big companies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Inconsistent branding can really hurt your credibility. A company like Microsoft, they need to make sure all their documentation has that same professional feel, whether it's, I don't know, a user manual or a technical white paper.
Right. It's all about building trust with the reader. Like, hey, we know what we're doing, and
Yeah.
we're presenting it in a clear way. Speaking of which, we were talking about choosing the right style guide. Robbins mentioned some pretty big names, right?
He did, like the Apple style guide, which is all about, well, Apple.
So, very focused on user-friendliness.
Yeah, Apple's all about simplicity and elegance, and that definitely comes through in their style guide.
I could see that. Then there's the Chicago Manual of Style. Now, that one's a classic.
Yeah, Chicago is like the encyclopedia of style guides. Super comprehensive.
So Apple is sleek and user-friendly, and Chicago is more about those nitty-gritty details.
Well, he talked about Google's style guide, which is all about clear, concise language, web-friendly too. Google being, a web-first company.
Makes sense. And then we've got Microsoft and IBM.
Right. Those tend to be a bit more technical. Reflects the complexity of their products and services.
It's funny how each style guide kind of reflects the company itself,
Totally. Their personality, their values. That's why it's so important to choose a style guide that actually aligns with your organization.
So, like just picking one because it's trendy.
Nope. Do your research.
Now, what about those in-house style guides we talked about? Are those really necessary for everyone, or is it more of a big company thing?
Honestly, even smaller companies can benefit from having one. It's a chance to address your specific needs, your terminology, your branding guidelines.
This is like a customized layer on top of the main style guide.
Exactly. Could be a short document, could be more comprehensive. Depends on what you need.
Okay, so we've picked our style guides feeling good. But then, a few months down the line, we realize people are slipping. These inconsistencies are creeping back in. What do we do to prevent, style guide fatigue?
That's a common problem for sure. But there are ways to combat it.
Okay, give me the secrets.
First, make your style guide easy to find.
No hiding it in some random folder.
Right. Keep it accessible, maybe even digital.
I like that. So it's always there at our fingertips.
Exactly. And don't underestimate the power of reminders. Emails, workshops, keep those guidelines fresh in everyone's minds.
So it's not a set it and forget it kind of thing.
Nope. Gotta keep reinforcing it. And, a little positive reinforcement never hurts.
Oh, that's a good point. Celebrate those who are using it well.
Definitely. You can even make it fun, quizzes, challenges, make it a little competitive.
Ooh, I like that. A style guide scavenger hunt.
Haha, exactly. And of course, don't forget those tools we talked about. Grammar checkers, CMS platforms, they can really help prevent those slip-ups.
Our digital saviors.
For real. They're there to catch those inconsistencies before they become a problem.
Okay, feeling much better about our style guide game plan now. But there's one more challenge I want to talk about, and it's a big one. Resistance to change.
Yeah. There's always going to be someone who's attached to their old ways.
It's inevitable. So how do we handle those folks?
Well, I think empathy is key.
So instead of just saying, you're doing it wrong,
Mm.
we try to understand where they're coming from.
Exactly. Listen to their concerns. Show them how the style guide can actually benefit them.
So it's about building trust, showing them that the style guide is there to help, not hinder.
Right. And sometimes it helps to involve them in the process, make them feel like they're part of the solution.
Oh, I like that. Turn that resistance into ownership.
Exactly. Now, of course, there might always be some holdouts. But even then, you can still try to find some common ground.
Compromise is key.
As long as everyone's on the same page about the ultimate goal, which is clear, effective communication.
But let's be real. Style guides, they're not static, are they?
Nope. They're constantly evolving, just like language itself.
And technology.
Oh, yeah, especially technology. I mean, think about how much communication has changed just in the last few years. New platforms, new devices, new ways of doing things.
It's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
So how do we keep our style guides from becoming, dinosaurs?
Well, I think it goes back to what we've been saying. Regular reviews, get feedback, stay informed about what's new, and of course, be open to making changes.
It's a continuous process, really.
Exactly. And it's a process that everyone should be involved in. It shouldn't be just one person dictating the rules.
It's a team effort.
Absolutely. Because the goal isn't to achieve some kind of grammatical perfection. It's about communication.
Helping people understand and use information effectively.
Exactly. And that's something that's always going to be important no matter how much technology changes.
So they really are living documents, like Robbins said.
I think that's the perfect way to put it. They're not meant to be like set in stone and forgotten about. And when we talk about the future of style guides, it's interesting to think about how technology is going to play a role.
Oh, yeah. AI, machine learning, it's changing everything.
Right. We've got grammar checkers that are getting super smart content creation tools that can practically write for you.
Wait, are robots going to take our writing jobs?
Uh-huh. I wouldn't worry about that just yet.
Okay, good.
But it does raise some questions about how style guides will adapt.
Yeah. Like, will we need style guides for robots? Or will robots start writing style guides for us?
It's kind of mind-blowing when you think about it.
It really is.
Right.
I don't think anyone has all the answers yet.
Definitely not. But it's a conversation we need to be having, especially in the world of technical writing.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up this deep dive into style guides, I want to leave our listeners with a question. How do you see the role of style guides changing in the future of technical communication?
It's a great question. How will they adapt as technology keeps advancing? What new challenges and opportunities are out there? The world of technical communication is always evolving.
And that's what makes it so exciting. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone.